Hi, I'm Director Doc, and this is my entry for the Cursed Conlang Circus 4 in 2025. You may remember me from having submitted Lanuguaga back in 2023. I am back again, this time with a language that I cannot pronounce, or at least not through talking. This language sounds like this. That's right. You heard it. This language is spoken. I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see it. It's spoken using only farts. So just to give a brief overview, as I will be elaborating on this later, each syllable has three parts to it: a place of articulation, a consonant length, and a timbre marker, which only appears in a few of them because most of the time you don't need timbre in a syllable. And that gives you a symbol that looks like this example, FL apostrophe. And the sentence structure for this language is object, subject, verb. To better explain the syllables, there are 6 main places of articulation, those being the monolabial trill, denoted with M, and it sounds like this; the bilabial fricative, denoted with B, and it sounds like this; the lingual trill, denoted with L, and it sounds like this; the axillary ejective, denoted by A, and I'm just going to put it in a recording because this mic is not going to pick it up; the gastrointestinal fricative, denoted by F, which sounds like this; and the gastrointestinal sibilant, denoted with S, and it sounds like this. Now, there is a 7th place of articulation, but as a male, I cannot produce it. It is considered highly vulgar and is only used in swear words, and I will not be giving any examples of swear words in this language. You really don't want to know what they are. But for the sake of education, this articulation sounds like this. Okay, so on we go to consonant length. The places of articulation are all denoted by a capital letter, and the consonant length are all denoted by a lowercase letter. Those being short, medium, long, S, M, L, pretty self-explanatory. Short consonants take less than a third of a second to pronounce. A medium length consonant takes approximately half a second to pronounce, and a long consonant takes either 3/4 of a second or more. And finally, we have timbre. So most syllables do not have a timbre marker, as I previously said, but the ones that do have a timbre marker are labeled with an apostrophe, and this indicates that you need to add a reverb to the syllable. And you might be thinking, well, how am I supposed to add reverb in real life? This is what we call a skill issue. So, a few examples of when you put all these things together: the place of articulation, the consonant length, and the optional timbre marker, you get syllables such as these: BS, LM, FL apostrophe, and when you put it all together, you get a word. And once again, this word sounds like this. The sentence structure... Oh, my slides are broken. Whoops. Anyway. So, as mentioned before, this language is OSV. To make an object, the order of words are article, adjective, noun. Subject is the same way: article, adjective, noun. And the predicate is verb, adverb, preposition in that order. And you will see that when I do the translated sentence. A few grammar rules. To make something possessive, you suffix bm to the noun. To make a pronoun reflexive, you suffix ls to it. To negate a verb or an adjective, you prefix fs to it. That basically means not. It's not a separate word. To intensify, well, in this example, I'd say it intensifies nouns, but you can intensify anything. You can intensify a verb, an adjective. I don't know why you would intensify an article, but I suppose you can do that too. Anyway, you just duplicate the word, and in this case, it's only being done to nouns, but nouns and pronouns, but you can do it to anything. To make a noun plural, you add as to the end of it. To make it a verb past tense, you add sm to the end of it, and to make it future tense, you add fm to the end of it. This really quickly is the lexicon. I know my avatar is in the way, you can't see all of it, but you don't need to, because this is the only thing that we're going to be translating, and it looks like this. And I am once again realizing that my avatar covers this, but don't worry, you will see all of it eventually. So I'm not going to stay on this slide too much longer, but I would like to point out that sometimes you will have more or fewer words in a translation, so it's like not an exact one-to-one. Like, just real quick, like the very first words, "what a majestic serpent," you can see translates to 6 words as opposed to 4, plus there's a comma after the first 3, and this is just due to how OSV needs to be translated for this particular language. So, without any further ado, knowing all the rules and how the language works, let's just get right on to the translated sentence. And I will add a little bit of an annotation at the bottom here so you can follow along a little bit better. This is probably as close to one-to-one as you can possibly get. So if you can't follow along with that, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, here we go. So, thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope you learned quite a lot about linguistics, because that is definitely the intention that I had. It was a lot of fun to make this. I appreciate being part of the competition, although I don't expect to win anything. But I hope you laughed anyway. So, yeah. Bye-bye. To give you a brief overview, I will elaborate on all of this later. Each syllable has 3 parts to it: a place of articulation, a consonant length, and a timbre symbol, which appears in a few... Shut up, Discord! turn that off.